in second position right now. And officials are about to let him go for 11 laps for TCR Asia round 1 on April Fool's Day, April 1st. Team Angsler. Team looking out at the light. Sure, all the drivers are ready for the green, and it's green time. That means red to go. Rip it up. 29 having a little bit of a wheel spin. Mr. Shea there. That's okay, but that probably costed him just a little bit of the acceleration out to front. But still out front is, of course, L. Angsler, car number 8, going around turn 1. Getting some much needed attention from the back there. A little slip and slide. All eyes there on the front row there. Angsler, number 8. Once he's going, he's gone. Mr. Lowe from Maximum Racing was putting a lot of pressure right at the get-go. TCR Asia right here, round 1. But because he almost slipped and slid a bit, coming out turn 2, he lost a little ground there, dropped down. 29, M. Shea right there, back in second. Liquid Moly defending 1, 2, and 3. D. Moran as well in third place right now. Section 1 time, 34.318 for L. Angsler's number 8. Meanwhile, Nandi, number 2 car, should be in 5th right there. Mr. Lowe Racing, Maximum Racing following closely behind. Civic trying to play catch up with the Volkswagens. Wow, and Mr. Angsler is leading by a wide margin there up front. 29, Shea. 32, Moran. There's 28, shot on Maximum Racing, Mr. Lowe there. Meanwhile, hanging in the back, first in the AM class, Billionaire Boy Racing, Sharia Nuya. Overall right now, Nuya is up to 6th position. First in the AM class, second goes to Watana Motorsports Wongprai, currently in 8th overall. And third for AM class is Moran Racing Team by Sunoco, 96. Not a lot of squeezing around the corners as of now. They're pretty much evenly spaced. Looks like we have car number 32 says to be under investigation for a little bit of a false start. D. Moran. $15 for you right there, Mr. Nuya, Happy Fish. Nuya comes into the opening round of the season as the reigning TCR Thailand champion, by the way, after claiming 5 wins from 10 starts in his Honda Civic TCR. Very impressive. And now he's here for us. TCR Asia, race number 1 for 2018. Getting ready to play tag there. Oh, tagging a little bump there for you. Sharia Nuya with Katir, 23 machine from R Engineering. R Engineering says, I'm right here, right behind you. Meanwhile, the Watana Motorsports 59 is getting ready to pounce. 22, not looking good. Chateau from Maximum Racing, he's down and out there in the gravel. I don't know if there's going to be a replay for you. But his other teammate, Low in Maximum Racing car number 28 is still up in 4th position overall. Still got a chance for the team to go, go, go. 23 is making a pass at Nuya right there. And Katir is now up a notch for our engineering. Engineering Cup class. Now the field shot right here. Tightly knit Hondas right there. 23 leading the way in front of the Happy Fish Charia Nuya Billionaire Boy Racing. And Bongprai looking to pounce on Nuya from Vatana Motorsports. Here's a replay for you of what had happened. Oh, looks like he actually didn't steer into the corner at all, or maybe there was a problem with the steering rack. Not too sure there. But from what I saw in the replay, he came straight in to the corner. Car was not doing as commanded. Angsler up front, followed by Shea and Moran. Liquid Moly team still confident on the go. Mr. Lowe from Maximum Racing still in 4th position. Nandi in 5th from our engineering, and Katir in 6th, our engineering as well. Let's see what their best times are right now. Currently, the fastest one right now is the Liquid Moly team Angsler. 2:16 around Sepang by Mr. Moran. And Angsler up front is doing a 2:17. So I'm looking at 32 to see if he's going to inch up a notch past Shea from the same team of Liquid Moly team Angsler. Smoke there for you. Tire squeals into the corners. Want to say thank you to the sponsors here for TCR Asia for the International Series, brought to you in part by Michelin, Liquid Moly, and KW as well. This is round 1. 9 laps left to go for the race this morning on April 1st, 2018 in Sepang International Circuit, Malaysia. Of course, Sepang is known to be a grueling circuit, not just for the temperature and weather conditions, but for the twists and turns as well as the elevation change. Here we go, Watana on the inside. Bongprai trying to play catch up with Charia Nuya from Billionaire Boy Racing Team. The shot here is between 59 car Bongprai, Vatana Motorsports for the AM class, and Nuya trying to defend his overall 7th position and hopefully catch up to the 23 Katir car from our engineering up front. Charia Nuya from Thailand had a best time of 2:19. 9:19. That's a lot of 9s there. Meanwhile, Vatana Motorsports, Bongprai, also in the Honda Civic TCR and also from Thailand, following closely behind, prominently tuned by Lim. Very famous tuner in Thailand, by the way. But those two are holding their position, not giving up way. Let's take a look at the replay on the starting. The 29 machine had a little bit of a wheel spin. As you can see, that caused him maybe to fall back just a bit. 32 coming up front. And the 28 car, Mr. Lowe from Maximum Racing, trying for turn 1 to go all out and secure 2nd place. There you go. He spun just a bit tail happy, even though it's a front wheel drive machine. A little anxious to go in the turns there. And then he fell back and currently is in 4th place. Liquid Moly team, Angsler defending 1, 2, and 3 right out the start. They almost had Mr. Lowe in the mix from Maximum Racing out in turn 2. Meanwhile, Morin Racing Team by Sunoco, the M class, Lee Watana Warakun, the 96 machine, is currently in 9th position. Here's a shot of the lead. Engsler. And it looks like car 32 from Liquid Moly Team Engsler, D. Moran, gets a drive-through penalty for a breach of start procedure. I guess it's now official. By the way, a little information for car 96, Lee Watana Warakun from the Morin Racing Team by Sunoco, who's one of the crowd favorites last year. Sorry. Her podium results in the second TCR Asia Series race at the Bangsan Grand Prix as a highlight for fans, and of course her ongoing efforts in TCR Thailand, which has ultimately led to the runner-up position behind Nuya. Makes her a serious title contender this year in the Morin Racing Team by Sunoco. And of course in the Seat Leon. Usually in Sepang you have a lot of cases where these cars are going to be up and at 'em, passing each other, but it looks like in TCR Asia they're pacing each other and they're keeping a distance from each other because these cars are evenly equalized, I guess, on the playing field. Here's a shot of Mr. Lim there from Watana. Tuning the car for Wong Prai, currently in 8th position. Morin Racing Team by Sunoco. Watana Rakun in 9th. Elegant Racing Team Liu in 10th. KK Wong Elegant Racing Team in 11th. Here's the 96 shot for you. Morin Racing. Sunoco. Viper Niza Racing got to pick it up a notch. Currently in 14th. Car 65, Mr. Koo. First for the Cup class, Katir, for the R Engineering. Then second for Cup would be Elegant Racing Team, Mr. Liu. And then third for Cup would be Wong, KK Wong so far. 6 laps left to go. Shot of the number 2 Honda from Nandi, R Engineering. Plain and simple. That's the livery design, I guess. Had a nice gray matte color to it. .32 D. Moran, Liquid Moly Team Engsler, looking to get a little more aggressive on the corners there. Saw a little bit of a hop as he makes the turn. Lee Moran is doing section times 1 at 29.888. Section 2 times at 30.081, and Section 3, 40.662. Still a shot there for Liquid Moly Team Engsler. Teammates are leading the way up front with M. Shea in 2nd place overall. And L. Engsler, of course, leading the way, leading the field. Here's Billionaire Boy Racing. Shot of them right there in the pits. Checking out Cheria Nuya, currently in 7th position. Billionaire Boy Racing in the AM class currently first in the M class. Right here in Sepang, Malaysia, as they come out from the start line. Of course, turn 1 and 2 are tight corners, snaking their way, leading to turn 3, and then set up for turn 4, where most of the people would miss and overshoot because of the high speed from turn 3 leading to turn 4. But of course, these guys are veteran drivers. They know that they've got to set up for turn 5 up the hill. More pressure for the tires there, and then snake their way through. Need a well-balanced car to go through turn 5 and 6, flat out. Sweeping corners. Moran, Liquid Moly Team Engsler. Here's a good time for you, 2:16. He's very consistent with his timing there. Still the only one landing the 16 time there. Just figuring out when he's going to catch up with Shea up front in the Liquid Moly Team Engsler. Sign for him from the pits. Millionaire Boy Racing still in 7th position. Vong Prai from Watana Motorsports in 8th. In the 59 machine. Shot of Mr. Lowe from Maximum Racing. The Honda Civic. 4th overall. Mr. Lowe. Here's the 2nd overall, Mr. Shea from Liquid Moly Team Engsler. Best time he did right there was 2:17.078. He's off from the leader about 1.8 seconds away from Engsler. 96, Lee Watanarakun from the Morin Racing Team by Sunoco, still in 9th position in the 96 machine, but 3rd in her class. Four laps left to go for the first race here in Sepang, Malaysia for the TCR Asia. Three-wheel action right there for you, holding it through the corners, Mr. Engsler. Look at that lift on the rear wheel. Unbelievable. This goes to show you how stiff these chassis are. Suspension set up pretty hard there. 32 car. Moran still in 3rd position, even though with the best times, shaving the lap down second by second, hopefully trying to come up to Shea. Unfortunately, he's got a pit. Or drive through. Gives a chance for Mr. Lowe to come up to 3rd. Maximum Racing representing. Now he's got to chase down Shea up front for 29. Nandi moves up from R Engineering to 4th place from 5th. Now it'll be interesting to see where Mr. Moran is going to be heading out, in what position for Liquid Moly Team Engsler. Wong Prai from Vatana Motorsports surpassing Billionaire Boy Racing Team driver Cherya Nuya as Nuya drops a notch down to 8th position. These guys are tailgate happy. Wong Prai, of course, driving for Vatana Motorsports, and Cherya Nuya, both in Honda Civics from Thailand. Good competition between these two. Of course, Nuya, of course, very popular, right? But right now on the track, it's the moment that counts with only 3 laps left to go. If Nuya can pull it off, he might be able to slipstream behind Wong Prai from Vatana Motorsports. But Wong Prai is pulling further and further away. So Mr. Nuya has got to either brake late and accelerate hard in the corners, or miss his chance. Meanwhile, the 96 machine from Morin Racing Team by Sunoco is closely behind. Here's a famous turns 1 and 2 of Sepang, Malay. By the flag there on the hill. Beautiful shot. Not a lot of heat coming off the track. There's some of the vapors coming up. So it's heating up actually. 2:18.995, good time. Representing Vatana Motorsports for the AM class. Taking first place for AM class right there is Mr. Wong Prai. Following closely with Billionaire Boy Racing VBR Cherya Nuya in 15 machine. And third would be for the Morin Racing Team by Sunoco, Lee Watanarakun. She's in the 96 machine, currently 8th position, but third for the AM class. J Davi Alpha Factory Racing Team by Pulsar is 4th for the AM class, but currently 12th overall. No problem there for Liquid Moly Team Angsler. Easy peasy. Times for them are in the 2:17 bracket there, including Maximum Racing, Mr. Lowe, car number 28. Interesting to see that the Liquid Moly Team Angsler is in the 217.0 range. That's probably enough to defend against the Maximum Racing's Mr. Lowe 28 machine. Most likely last lap there, so securing 1 and 2 up front, Liquid Moly Team Angsler should not have a problem. While Maximum Racing S. Lowe is looking at the 3rd place in the 28 machine for TCR Asia. TCR International Series, of course, brought to you in part by Michelin and Liquid Moly and KW. Suspension of choice. We're about to wrap up the first race of the day and the first race for TCR Asia. Thumbs up to you, Liquid Moly. More 3-wheel action for you right there. Sort of lean into the turns. I guess as the wheel does lift, one of the wheels does lift, of course, less of a friction for you. 29 car, also doing a little bit of a lift for Shea. They've all done 10 laps. This is the last lap, so right on the dot. It's all been computed. 11 laps around Sepang, Malaysia. These Volkswagens have come a long way through history and now have shown their power, of course matched with the right driver and the right team. Right now that team is Liquid Moly Team Angsler. Our engineering, A. Nandi, is currently in 4th position in the number 2 car. And followed with our engineering's A. Katir. And here's the very happy Liquid Team Moly celebrating their win, finishing 1 and 2 up front. Maximum Racing, Mr. Lowe finishes 3rd overall, Nandi 4th by our engineering. Crossing the line there. Next will be Katir from our engineering, and then Mr. Wong Prai from Vatana Motorsports clenches first for the AM class. And then Nuya, Billionaire Boy Racing, 2nd for AM class. And Moran Racing Team by Sunoco, Lee Watana Warakun for 3rd for AM class. Congratulations, Liquid Moly Team Angsler. A very successful run here for TCR Asia. Brought to you in part by Michelin and Liquid Moly and KW.
Win again, win again, win again.
You can hear it from the pits, it says win again.
Yes.
Even though the race is done, I can still see a little bit of happy driving right there for you, of course, by the team. Team lead Angsler, car number 8. The race has concluded once again with L. Angsler, car number 8, finishing 1st, M. Shea 2nd, the 29, both from the Liquid Moly Team Angsler. Then 3rd goes to Maximum Racing's Mr. Lowe, car number 28. And then Nandi, this number 2 car from our engineering, goes 4th. Up next for the program here in Sepang, Malaysia. Going to be having Thailand Supercar GTC and Cayman GT4 and TA2 classes coming up for their second race for 30 minutes. Coming up at around 11:05. We still got some time there. Angsler taking number 1, Shea 2, Low 3 from Maximum Racing, and then Nandi takes 4th. Katir takes 5th. Vong Prai from Watana takes 6th. Sharia Nuya, Billionaire Boy Racing in 7th place. Lee Watana Warakun in 8th from the Moran Racing Team by Sunoco. Then D. Moran in 9th position from Liquid Moly Team Angsler, and then Elegant Racing Team KK Wong in 10th. Rounding top 10 right there, A. Liu in the Seat, and Da V from Thailand in 12th position. Alpha Factory Racing Team by Pulsar, 4th in the AM class, by the way. And then Douglas Koo in the Seat,